Dear friend, welcome to the video tutorial on basic mathematical operations on numbers. In this video tutorial, you will be able to learn about the various operations like addition, subtraction, right division, left division, multiplication, power, square root, finding nth root, exponential, natural logarithm, common logarithm, that is logarithm with base 10, logarithm with base 2, complex numbers, trigonometric functions, seal and rounding operations. Now let us open the MATLAB. Now when you click on the MATLAB icon on your desktop, this type of window will appear. There you can see various windows. So here we have current folder where it contains the current working directory, folders and files, and workspace where it can contain two variable names as name and value, where it can store the name and value of the instruction or command that is executed. And in the command window, we are going to execute the MATLAB instructions or commands. In command history, what are the commands that we are typing in command window? The history of those commands will be maintained in command history. Now let us start with certain operations. The MATLAB can, is a very user-friendly environment where we can easily do the mathematical calculations with easy. Now we take two numbers, 2 plus 3, then we get obviously 5 there. And also we can type so many numbers, or we can add so many numbers like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to our wish, and the answer gives us 6. Now even we can go for the subtraction, 2 minus 3, then we get minus 1. We can also go for the multiplication, like 2 into 3. So we have to type like this, then we get 6. We can also go for certain divisions. So 4 by 2. Here we call this one as right division. So 4 by 2 gives us 2. And also we can go for left division, that is 4. Then left division symbol. Then it is 2. Then it is 0.5. So left division means it is 2 by 4 there. So 2 by 4 is we get the answer as 0.5. Then we can also do the division with some other built-in function, that is mod. So here it takes two arguments, 5 comma 2. That means we are going to divide that 5 with 2. So where 5 is the dividend and 2 is the divisor, there it gives us the remainder in this case. So mod 5 comma 2 gives us the remainder, and the remainder is 1 in this case. We can also find out the powers. So let us go for 2 power 3. So 2, then we have to type cap, then 3 is 2 power 3. So we get the value as 8 there. Now if we would like to find out the square root, so the square root is a built-in function here. So sqrt we have to type. So for example, if you want to find out the square root of 4, then you have to write square root of 4 so that we can get the answer as 2 there. And also we can find out the nth root. So for example, we have fifth root of 2. Then what we have to do is we have to type nth root, right? So in this bracket we have to provide two arguments. What is 2, that is root 2, and we have to provide the order of that root, that is 5. That is fifth root of 2 we are going to find out. So here you get the answer as 1.1487. We can also find out the exponentials. So here the exponential function can be written as exp. So exponential of 2, here you get the value as 7.3891. Now we can also give certain variable names to the numbers, and you can go for these mathematical operations. For example, a equal to 3. When you keep the semicolon in command window, the output is suppressed. Now b equal to 2, then suppress the answer. Then go for c equal to a plus b. Like this also you can give, then you get the answer as 5. Then take d variable. So d equal to a minus b, then you get the answer as 1. And take another variable e, then you just go for the right division. So a by b, then you will get the answer as 1.5. Then go for the some other variable name f and go for the left division. Then you will get the answer as 0.6667. And take another variable g, then you multiply a into b, then you'll get 6. Then go for mod of a comma b, so that it gives the remainder as 1. So like this, you can also give the variable names and you can execute the commands in the command window. Now let us talk about the logarithmic functions. So here, the natural logarithm that we can take as log of 20, for example, I am taking. So here, the value that I get is 2.9957. Now, in order to find out the common logarithm, that is log with base 10. So log, then 10, then of 20, then I can get the answer as 1.3010. And if I want to find out the log with base 2 of 16, then I can get the answer as 4 there. Now we can also handle the complex numbers in MATLAB. So here, if I type I, so I can get the complex representation as 0 plus 1i, that is I. Okay. Now even if I type j, the answer will be same. So in order to represent the complex numbers in MATLAB, we can use either I or j. Now, the complex numbers can also be generated by using a built-in function that is complex. For example, if I type complex 2, then I will get 2 plus 0i. That means it provides me the real part. Then the imaginary part as 0. Then again, if I make complex of 2 comma 3, then here the real part is 2 and the imaginary part is 3i. Okay, let us clear the screen. Now, not only by using the built-in function complex, we can also type the complex numbers like this. So x equal to, let us take 5, then plus 3 into I. So this is the basic complex number that I have taken. Now I just wanted to find out the complex conjugate of this number. Then what should I do is I have to type conjugate, C-O-N-J, of that particular variable x, so that I can get 5 minus 3i. Now I can also find out what could be the real part of this complex number. So real of the complex number, that is x, so I can get 5. Then imaginary part also I can access. So imaginary, that is imag of that x, so that I will get the imaginary part as 3 there. Now I can also find out the magnitude of this particular imaginary number. In order to do that, what should I do is I have to use the ABS absolute command. So ABS of x, that gives me the absolute value of that particular complex number, and it is 5.8310. And I can also find out the angle in radians. So I have to type angle, then the angle of that particular complex number, that is x. So I will get that answer as 0.5404 radians. Now we can also handle certain trigonometric functions. So here I will type cos 90. So you may expect that cos 90 value, right? Just verify yourself. What you thought and what the answer here we got is same? No, right? So for the trigonometric functions in the braces, what the argument or input that we are providing, that consider the MATLAB consider that one as in radians. Okay, so in order to see the result in degrees, what you have to do is you have to type cos, then degrees d, then 90. Now it considers as cos 90 degrees. Then what the answer that you expect is now correct. In the same way, check about sin 90. Now this gives us the value in radians. Now we have to see this in degrees. So sine d, then 90, then we'll get the answer as 1 there. There are certain cases where we have, where we have to deal with the inverse trigonometric functions. So the inverse trigonometric functions can be given as anti-sine, that is A stands for anti. So A sine of, and we have to look for the degrees, right? So A sine of D we have to type, then just provide 90. So that is sine inverse of 90 degrees. It indicates sine inverse of 90 degrees. Okay. Then we can also go for A sine of 0. Then we get 0. Then A sine in degrees of 1. That means the answer will be given in terms of degrees. Okay. So here we get 90. So like that, you can also try for cos, tan. So what that you really wanted to, verify, you can verify. Now I can also go for A cos D 1 by square root of 2. So that the value will be 45 degrees. So I will get the answer as 45 degrees. Okay. So like this I can do. Let us clear the screen now. Now, for example, we have a number like 5.5896 like that. Now we just wanted to seal it. So use the function seal. So when we use that function seal, then it makes that number towards the positive infinity, right? So here we have 5.5896. So while you are moving from this number towards the positive infinity, the next integer is 6. So we get the answer as 6 here. Now you can also round it off to the nearest integer. So here you will get the answer as 6. And also let us take one more variable y. So here you just type 5.1247, right? So when you seal it, again it makes that number towards the positive infinity equates to the integer towards the positive infinity. So here the answer that we get as 6 again. When you use that round command built-in function, then you can get the answer as 5, right? So just remember, so if the number after this point is greater than 5, then it goes it rounds the number to the nearest integer. If it is less than 5, then it goes towards the left and it makes that number which is very near to the left side. Okay. So like that, the seal and round functions will be working in MATLAB. And there are two more functions where they can do the best things to us. When you type date, so it gives us the default date on which day that we are working on. And also if you want to see what type of version and what are the toolboxes that you are using in your MATLAB, just type version, so that the version and everything that you can see. And also you can come to know about what are the various toolboxes that are available with the MATLAB. Okay, so these are the various MATLAB tools that are available to you, so that you can do the wonders by using these MATLAB toolboxes. Now, in order to clear the command window, just type CLC, so that everything will be erased from the command window. And if you want to erase this one, right, that is workspace, then you just type clear, so that the workspace will be cleared. Okay. And this command history will hold all the commands which you are dealing with in this session. In the command window, all the things will be saved here. To clear this, just go to command history, right click it, there you can find clear command history, click it, so that the command history will be cleared. Hope you get some basic information on various mathematical operations on numbers using MATLAB in this video tutorial. So if you like this, please do comment, share and subscribe my channel for more technical content. I also welcome you for the suggestions in the comment section to make the videos more productive. Thanks for watching.